Alright, so what's going on, you guys? I am doing some more Sullust terrain. If you saw my part 1 video, I basically went over the making of this. I've done some modifications to it because I let this whole thing dry, and after I let it dry, it was expanding a little bit more, and it pushed like the whole thing sideways. So I had to basically pick it up, cut the bottom a lot more, smooth it out, and I bought a little bit more foam to kind of balance it a little bit more and add some more kind of paths for people to get up and down off of here. But basically I just did some fine touches on it. And today we're going to take it outside and put some primer on it, paint it up a little bit. Alright, so before I do primer, I'm actually going to use a little bit of red in here too, before the black, just so that it'll get in some of the deeper creases, because I do want a lava look, and so I'm going to Alright, so I've done it pretty good in red, and now I'm going to go back over the top with Krylon black. Now, this isn't the best primer in the world for miniatures, but since I'm using terrain, I don't mind if I get a little clumping. But I wouldn't use these for my Legion minis. I just want these, you know, for that. Dude, this looks so cool right now. It reminds me of, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Snake Mountain from He-Man. Tell me if you remember that. Have you ever had a Snake Mountain playset? Alright, so I'm mostly done, but now I've put a lot more black on these parts, and a lot less. I had a couple extra pieces, so these are going to have more lava flow on them. So I'm going to have a little more on here, but I want these mostly brighter. And this one's I'm thinking about doing like a little lake or a river of lava, kind of on this piece here. Oh no, it's still wet. Why am I touching pieces that are still wet? But I'm kind of only getting it around the edge of that one. So I want the inside to be more red. So yeah, cool stuff. I'm going to come back over this part with gray. But looking good. Now I got to let it dry and I'll bring it back in. Alright, so I've got everything inside now, but I took a couple of spare pieces because I wanted to experiment with lava. Now in the past I've used water effects to create a river. I wanted something like that. But the only store around here that sells the clear water effects is Hobby Lobby, and they were closed. So I went to a different hobby store and tried some other things. One of the things I tried was clear Elmer's glue, and I put some of that right here. I have no doubt that it will dry clear, so it will be easy to do the lava effect, and I can maybe airbrush either over the top of it or underneath. But I want to make sure that it dries hard, kind of like how Elmer's glue does. I don't want it to dry sticky. The other thing I got is Mod Podge. Now I've used Mod Podge before on some other things as like a coating, but this is more in a squeeze bottle. right? But it seems like it was designed for glass, like to stain glasses. So I put some on here, and it's still wet, but I'm gonna let those dry for a while, probably overnight, maybe 24 hours, and give those a good, just as a test before I start doing it. I think lava will probably be the last thing I do. But for now, I'm gonna start doing some gray on my actual facility of the bunker. Alright, so I'm just going to be using a craft paint. This is a metallic one, and when I've got such a wide surface like this, I don't bother using like an easel or anything. I just squeeze it straight on there and kind of cover as much of the surface area as I can. This is going to go on real wet, so it's going to take a long time to dry, but I want to get most of that surface area done in the shortest time possible. And I'm going to do all of this the same way. And parts of it have kind of corroded a little bit, which I think is kind of cool because I'm going to just, use that as, as part of the design. Like maybe the heat got too much for some of this facility, and that's why it's abandoned now. And I think that's going to be kind of fun. Alright, so I've tested some of this, and it seems to dry pretty hard, so I think it's safe enough to use, and it's still gonna look liquidy. And I'm gonna basically put this as if it's coming from the back here, and I'm just trying to get it kind of coming down this whole way. And I'm making sure I put some paper down underneath because I do expect it's gonna. Oh, and I don't want that part right there. I'm trying to get that one off. Okay. So that looks cool, and what I'll probably do is, this is going to take a long time to dry, but I'm going to, put a couple of these in, and I'll probably go back afterwards with the airbrush and put, maybe some orange, around the sides of it to try to make it look brighter. Let's put a different path of that one going down here. I'll make a big pool of it right there. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks pretty cool. Alright, so I've let all of that basically dry, and it dried pretty solid. I am doing some airbrushing right now, and I'm mixing some, I don't have any orange, so I'm mixing some red and some orange. And it's kind of a light orange right now. I'm just going to do a couple of layers, and I'll make it progressively more red over parts of this lava. The cool thing is it looks super, super wet. It looks totally liquidy, even though it's rock hard. Well, ball hard. It's like rubber. Alright, so now I got some red, kind of did the orange a little bit, I'm coming back with bits of red, just kind of creating a little bit of a blend. I don't want it to be too dark. Got plenty of red on here already. Really just want the yellow in the very center. There we go. Alright, so here it is, kind basically, I've done a couple extra pieces in between also. Like some of these are like test pieces. Like before I wanted to test out some of the lava effects, I'd put it on that and just make kind of like a little river, and that can work. And I did like this little mountainous lava area too, and I might come back and add a little extra black on some of these, but the main piece here is mostly done. Let's just do some close-ups here on the lava. Still kind of got that wet look to it, which is good, at least in some places. That's kind of what I was going for. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Looks very organic, very natural. Not sure how Sullust it is, but it doesn't have to be Sullust. It could just be, it could be hell, it could be part of Mustafar, maybe. Maybe. We've got some areas right here where it's going to get up. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do a little more. And I'm just going to add some kind of ramps or something like that, probably at some point. Maybe just some ramps or even some, some grading would work here, some fencing, something like that. But that is about it, guys. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And, check out some of my other, I've done a lot of Hoth terrain. And I just get ideas and projects from once in a while. I feel like doing stuff, so maybe I'll use this in an upcoming battle report. So let me know what you think, guys. Oh, hold on, I gotta put some stuff on here. Gotta put some stuff on. We gotta decorate it. All right, there we go. Let's put some troopers on there. Let's put Luke in there. See, I mean, it's actually pretty big. And we got it. There we go. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.